Boom, boom. Oh, pardon me. Oh, all of that wasn't just captured, hit record, and just started burping on stream. Oh, are we live? Let's find out. We are live. Get on, Beybladers. Blade Bay X here, and we are on episode 15 of the Beyblade X anime. I'm going to go ahead and hit play straight away. Get the adverts out of the way. How is everyone doing today? Brand new weekend. I hope your weeks went well. Yo, Spaghetti, how's it going, my dude? Hope you are well. It's morning time for me. Don't know if it's end of day activities for you, but I hope you're all good. I'm starting to feel like that's my favourite bit of each episode, is just the intro. Why are they in the tundra, by the way? This wasn't explained last episode, was it? This is just like they're dropping us in on this. No idea. Yo! What is up, Galactic? Good to catch you on a stream. Yeah, that's a frozen polar bear. Late for you. Fair enough, fair enough. I think if you're in the States, we're like pretty much exactly 12 hours apart, so is it like 10 p.m. for you guys? Why is there a Yeti? like, is this our like intro into like the mythical side of things? Yeah, what does Sphinx Cowl have to do with Yetis and like the tundra? I thought it was like Egyptian theme, or is there something I never learnt in history class about Egypt and the tundra? Alright, so the Yeti's got a battle pass before I do. And a hench stadium. 10 p.m. Friday, so the weekend hasn't even started for you. What a place to be. You're just looking forward to your weekend. Hope you got some good plans. Well, even if you don't have plans. And there is a white Sphinx cowl. That's how they justify the recolors in the random boosters. Alright, birds dropped in on a battle with this Yeti. The Yeti can count. I don't know why I'm surprised the Yeti can count. The Yeti can play Beyblade. It's wild, bro. Yeah, he's strapped for action. Pulling out his tool. Bap, bap. Yeah. It's annoying, I can't find I want to use this music for some shorts I'm posting on YouTube, but I can only find this music with like the voiceover from the original advert on. I don't know if that's good or bad. It sounds a little bit weird sometimes, but yeah, thanks for dropping by, everyone. So I've got a little bit of I picked up three more Wyvern Gale boosters from my local. So nice that I can get new Beyblade X product from my local store at the moment. Like, I am very grateful for that. There's a bit of a premium on it, not gonna lie. But sometimes with postage from Japan, it might still work out cheaper. Been getting quotes like, oh my god, I spent way too much trying to get a couple copies of Unicorn Sting and Sphinx Cowl. Don't want to be spending that money again on a couple Beyblades, but I wanted to guarantee I got a couple copies. I've spoken to that local store and they can add some I want to an order, but it means like getting them maybe like 3 weeks after release, which is a while. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like a while when like you got as bad a FOMO as I get. But I mean, Bird can't win against the Yeti, can it? Because Bird can't be winning, but like bat. Yeah. People want spoilers for who this Yeti is. Oh, sick. Oh, nice. You got all your. Are they the Bay Super ones, the flame ones? Because like I think the Cobalt Drake from that's pretty good. I haven't battled with my one, but I've seen like the kids battling with theirs and stuff. Did it come on a flat or did it come on like a purple tapered bit? Because mine came on a purple tape. Yeah. I'm gonna give you spoilers about this Yeti, unless someone tells me not to in the next few seconds. Yeah, Bay Super X and flame stuff. Hey, it's good. I know I haven't done my video on it yet, but it's pretty good. The most frustrating thing about them, you can get like the bits that like split in half. Oh, you got a purple flat. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, pretty much all of the Cobalt Drake like fakes I've seen have come with like a purple taper. It is not an actual Yeti, I'm afraid. It is not an actual Yeti. But it's just gotten a makeover. He looks pretty good. Looks pretty good with white hair. Yeah, no, it turns out it wasn't a real Yeti. It was not MC Excrusso. There will be a real Yeti. There will be. But yeah, the base super fake. So, in a $40 set, can I make some guesses on what you would have gotten in that? So you got a Cobalt Drake. I want to guess for that much. Did you get BX 1 to 4? Alright, actually no. Tell me how many blades. How many blades? And if I'm assuming you got maybe 2 launchers. With the base super stuff, you can get the grips pretty easy. Yeah. Let me know how many Beyblades you got. I want to try and guess which ones you got with that set. So I'm trying to think, for $40 with the base super fakes, if you buy them like separate or unboxed or cheap, you can get them. Yeah, you get quite a few for that price. In the stores, I'm not gonna lie, some of the base super stuff is a bit overpriced. Like when it's over 2 gold base. Okay, so you got the Night Shield and Hell Scythe fancy ones. That's pretty cool. I still haven't picked up the Hell Scythe one. I'm tempted to do that because I think the base super Hell Scythe is like A to S tier Beyblade. It's good. I remember this was before we did an X tournament for the local kids. I was doing, I think it was the last Burst tournament we did, but some of them had X bays already, and they let me open up a X stadium at the store just to do some demo battles and stuff. And yeah, I got bodied, absolutely bodied by the fake Hell Scythe, and I had good combos on me as well. One of them was Viper Tail 560 Rush, and I think I got extreme finished. I think 5 times in a row, like literally 5 extreme finishes on the trot, and all this kid had was the fake Hell Scythe and a fake string launcher, and he was eating me alive. Gold Leon Claw? What's the Gold Leon Claw in? That's not like a... Oh, is that the new rare Baguette? I think, was it the rarest one is the Hell's Chain green recolor, and then is it Leon Claw for the second prize, which I think is a couple wild choices. Like the green recolor of Hell's Chain, can't help but feel like that's a big step down from a unique bay like a Cobalt Drake. So I mean, it'd still be nice to have, but like Cobalt Drake is like, I've got to get that. So I don't mind that, like, it's not so desperate to get it. Like, I should have a load of points to spend on that app when I finally get it sorted out. But Oh shit, sorry, I looked away from the screen for a moment. And they're talking to Anubis? Is this the riddle bit? Yeah, Sphinx's riddles, makes sense. 12 bays, 2 rip launchers, 1 string launcher. Yeah, that's 12 Beyblades for $40. Like, that's so good, so good. Yeah, replaces the hell size. Yeah, that's it. Yo, Nazuma. Oh yes, yeah. Like I haven't done it much, but yeah, I like playing with the X bays in like a non-X stadium. But I do like to have like either the barriers and stuff up or like high walls around it because like they can ping back in and out. Like something that's been fun having my stadiums in a little kind of like box now is that they bounce off the walls back into the stadium. It's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. This is a man who will be a fan of the gold Leon Claw recolor, for sure. And yeah, that's cool. Are they only gonna do balance types as the second prize bay? So we've had Hell Scythe and it's gonna be Leon Claw next. Okay, so we got the Sphinx Cow dude in the actual episode. I was wondering if it was just going to be a Yeti the whole time. And it is quite a departure from a manga because this guy doesn't talk so much of a big game when when he comes to actually battling, does it? Has everyone read the newest episode of the manga? I have breezed through it. Because I wanted to get some panels for the the thumbnail for this video, but I need to give it a proper read. Right, first, is this the first riddle? Transword riddle. Zonamos. Watashi wa no, Oninami wa Ononami wa Zonamos. Watashi wa Blade desu. Zonomos. Dude, everything sounds better in Japanese voice acting. I'll watch the dub of some like old classics from when I was a kid because like of the nostalgia. But Japanese voice acting is just the best. I love it. yeah, the manga did Idrisil dirty, but did they do them dirty or did they just subvert our expectations? Like maybe our MCs are like strong because came on Bell, nice to meet you, thank you for jumping in on the stream. But yeah, are they just subverting our expectations? Because what did we see from Cadover's test? Team Persona jumped straight from floor 1 to 50, and is it 100 floors in X Tower? I'm gonna guess 100 because that seems like a very neat number for this kind of thing. So they jumped straight up to 50. And I know Burn did himself. But if they're jumping straight to 50 and they've got someone on Bird on their team who can't win a match on any floor or even on the street, then X and multi must be pretty good. By MCs talking about the trio, might as well be because like it ain't just Bird, is it? Like, but that's cool. I do not mind the limelight being shared. But yeah, so I mean, maybe Persona should just be like, maybe they're underranked. Maybe floor 50 is just way too low for them to start being like getting challenged. Maybe they don't find it hard until like the last 25 floors, something like that. Oh, Bird's confident with his choice. Oh, it's like Takeshi's Castle. You gotta jump through the doors and you don't know what's behind it, or if it's like a solid door. Ah, thanks. Thank you, Daniel Cheeteth. It's my Boo one. I was actually going to be wearing my Toji Fushiguro t-shirt, but it's crinkled as hell, and I put it on, and I looked at myself. I was like, "Damn, you can't be looking that homeless right now. You need to sort it out." So Boo's nice and pressed, so we're right. Did Bird just nearly die? Like straight up, just nearly jumped into a pit of lava. Is it a pit of lava, or are they on a like act? Is it magma when it's underground and lava when it's overground? Do you think it's possible we could see another protagonist later down the line for X, like in later seasons, like they did with Burst? I 100% think it's possible. I don't think it will happen like that, though. One thing I would like to see, like they do it in a lot of series, where suddenly you'll have like 1, 2, 3 episodes, like a really short mini arc, where you just follow a different character for a little bit. Wouldn't it be cool if they did that with like Chrome and Team Pendragon? Like maybe just after X leaves and they're, I don't know, recruiting a new member, or there's like the drama that they won't be seen as strong because there's only 2 members. I don't know, something along those lines with maybe Chrome, or like Team Zuganic. I think they're a fan favorite. Like follow King and that around for a day. That'd be pretty cool. And I mean, with the anime, I think something like this is very likely to happen because they are meandering. They are like, they got some filler to make. So yeah, maybe maybe with the way the anime's going, we'll get like an individual episode for each of them. Each team that we see. I say each team. I think we've got like 2 teams. No, 3. We got Team Phalanx as well. Let's follow Team Phalanx around for a day, just crushing people's Beyblades and being big ass dicks. That'll be funny. Will the anime make him win against Team Yggdrasil? I don't think it will. I don't think it will. It should by this point. We should really okay, so there's a real Yeti. Well, I assume a real Yeti. It's taller than X's one was anyway. But yeah, it would make sense by this point for Bird to get it, especially like being partnered up with Multi during the match. So like with the support of your teammate, he can pull off the win. That gives him the confidence for the next one to maybe get a win, like a solo win. But wishful thinking, I don't think they're going to do that in the anime. I think he's going to keep getting crushed. Oh, we got the white recolor. So what are the different combos for the Sphinx Cowl booster? Because I'm not going to lie, I'm sort of pissed that they've done this again like they did with Viper Tail. It's like, it sucks balls. I think maybe for Season 4 of Beyblade X, we could see a new protagonist happening early, like do a little bit too early. Yeah, I mean, we got to see what happens, because like how early on in the manga, and then of course how early on in the anime, if they haven't caught up, are they going to introduce like the UX gimmick? Because when that kicks off, if we're already getting some spoilers for it, it's probably not too far down the line. Like, does that just change up everything? Like, I know we assume that it is like a Dran Sword evolution variation in that UX spoiler. Does X just straight up become the MC? Like, Phalanx, Persona, Zuganic, Yggdrasil, and Pendragon teams we've seen, yeah. So like that's like 5 episodes already where we can just follow a different team each one, or they'll couple them in, or we just have like Team Phalanx and Team Zuganic just butting heads consistently, or like Yggdrasil. Maybe we get a random episode where Burn bumps into Chrome and wants to test himself, because Burn has a bit of a meltdown in the manga, doesn't he? I need to read it properly, but I don't think he has the best of times after losing his match. Alright, 980 Gear Needle, 480 High Needle. And okay, so we get an orb reprint and recolor. Isn't that nice of them to reprint in the next short booster the prize bit from the previous one? That's like, it's Karatomi, you are cheeky sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. It's it's infuriating for me, like, because I only have, I say I only have, I only have one copy of like an actual orb because I only got one prize Viper tail. I I'm lucky I can 3D print my own copies and they're really good copies of orb and stuff. But high taper. Okay, sorry, I thought that was high taper instead of the orb then, and I would have been like, nah, really? But yeah, so I'm lucky I can 3D print my own copies of orb. Sorry, Anubis is judging the... Oh, Sync's cow's got some kind of wind powers. That's cool. But yeah, yeah, I'm salty. I am salty about the short boosters. Like, if you were guaranteed, like, if they did them in little packs of 3 and you were guaranteed each one if you bought 3, I would be less salty. But also that wouldn't matter right now because the people I've bought it through in Japan are... This is wild. One booster at a time, and you have to pay separate postage for it. Even though it's from the same seller and everything, you have to pay separate postage each time. Like, it is hard to deal with Japan sometimes. What was there? I just misread. High taper is high needle. Yeah. But I mean, orb isn't the strongest bit. I think it's got fantastic stamina, but because of its narrowness, I think it off balances quite easily. Although I always picture it in my head as being more narrow than it actually is. When I pick one up, I'm like, it's not that bad. And then I use it and it gets knocked over easy, so... Yo, Metal, how's it going? I don't know if you saw, I commented, I've ordered some of those Y-wing screwdrivers. Not a single one in all of Thailand, honestly. Like, super frustrating. I was like opening, like, I went to the local DIY stores, everywhere to try and find out. Even went to some of the people who do like phone repairs and stuff like that, just seeing if they're selling them. Like, this sounds like I was desperately scrabbling between shops. There's like a stretch not too far from me where like they're all located, so I couldn't find any in there. So I went on to so we have Lazada and Shopee that we mainly do online ordering through over here. Can find anything on Shopee, that's pointless. And on Lazada, Jesus, I went through maybe a million different little things, like, and everything just has Y0.6, Y2, and Y2.5. They're the only sizes you can get here. And so I've ordered a set of multiple ones from China. Whether or not they're gonna work, be good enough quality or whatever, I don't know. Okay, as per usual, I've completely missed the end of the episode there, but it was fun. Let's wait around for the previews. But yeah, so I have got some Y-wing screwdrivers on the way, and I want to play around with the ratchets. What are the size? Because it's like is it triangular screwdriver for the blades? I need to find out what the size of that is because I want to tinker around with some of those as well now. X-Anime is not doing so great. A lot of people are saying it's not looking so good. I think anyone with eyes is saying it's not looking so good. It's I mean, I don't want to hate on the animation too much because you can tell it's rushed, you can tell this, you can tell that, like, whatever. For those circumstances, still pretty good. CG battles are balls. There is no excitement in them whatsoever. Extreme excitement in the battles. The CG for them is pretty lifeless. There's no dynamic movement, there's no nothing. That bores the shit out of me when we get into battles. Like, the most exciting bits are just when they cut back to X doing poses, like, and that should, I say that like that's like JoJo battling. Maybe Beyblades are just like stands. Alright, previews for the next episode. Okay, so we get the actual Sphinx color. The real Sphinx cowl, I think looks dope. I think it looks dope. I think it looks like a good blade. I think it looks like my kind of my kind of blade. I think it could be used for both stamina and I don't know what the weight's going to be, but I think it's going to be one of those blades that can fit into a lot of archetypes. Yeah, yeah. So the X anime mid at best for sure. I like. I know I bring it up. I like the meandering. I like the kind of like filler stuff and all that between like Team Persona and all that kind of stuff. I like it, but I much prefer the vibe of the manga at the moment. I think that's way more fun, way more exciting, a little bit edgier, should I say? Do I have any back 10 shoot to unbox? I didn't think I did, but literally 5 minutes ago, try not to give away my address, this just got dropped outside the front of my door. I can't remember what it is, so I've got 3 Wyvern Gale boosters to unbox, but yeah, I'm going to find out what's in this in a second, so it might be back at any shoot. I've been trying to bid on a lot of back at any shoot stuff this week, pretty much all unsuccessfully, not going to lie, but there's a couple of things I won. Alright, where are we on? Dang, they know you're trying to make 982. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So the outside of each ratchet is the same no matter the height. Like, I don't know why in my head I just assumed they'd be different, but shit, yeah, we can make 980. Like, now. That's cool. That's good. Like, I'm probably gonna break a bunch of my ratchets fucking around with this now. I know I can, like, take it all apart. Like, my OCD is just gonna go, like, mad on this. The blades are riveted in, no screw is going to help. Dang. You have to drill them out and then replace them with screws. Yeah, that's effort. That's effort. A lot of effort to get a custom gear chip. X episodes are still moving a little slower, but I'm pretty sure it might pick up. But the thing is, we're going to be getting another season in the fall, which is a long wait. Yeah. I'll have to think of something to do, something else to watch during these unboxing episodes. This might be the time I finally break and start watching some MFB episodes, who knows? Beyblades were basically stands in MFB. Yeah, see, everything I'm hearing about the MFB anime sounds like something I'm really going to enjoy. You know, I should probably just bite the bullet and just jump in. Yo, thank you, Metal, for stopping by. Do you remember Tyson from the Plastic Gen Blade? I do remember. I've just built a. Ooh, the light's not enjoying that. Go on, focus on Dragoon, not my face. Maybe if I move away, that's better. But yeah, thank you everyone who's watched it already and commented and given me opinions on the Dragoon or the Tyson Granger Ultimate Upgrade combo or character combo for our next OG tournament. Not sure this is going to remain the final product. I think we're going to... Sorry, my face. I think we're going to move away from maybe this tip. I think had some good suggestions. We might try the tip from Dragoon V on this one. I always give Dragoon V a bad rap, but maybe that's the one. It is a mystery Beyblade box. I want to know what's in here. I don't want to be too sketchy about this, but Beyblade is a little slower in Generations, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Power Rangers, all of those series have picked up with 8 and more. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's like when I enjoyed pretty much all Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff up until, what was it? Was it Zexal, the anime? I just couldn't like attach myself to that. I was still playing Yu-Gi then, like with the XE stuff and stuff going on. I was playing up to pendulums and all of that, but like Yu-Gi's hype, man. Yu-Gi's like top tier. Power Rangers, bro. Like You're giving Beyblade a hard time here, like comparing it to the greats. 5Ds was the last. Dude, I love 5Ds so much. And I love the piss taking on Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, like playing card games on a motorbike. Like the when they did the movie crossover, the Generations one, like that shit made me laugh. But yeah, 5Ds like was probably how. Oh shit! No, I snapped the blade on this. All right, I just need to find a pair of scissors. But yeah, 5Ds is dope, absolutely dope. I'm still gonna marry Akiza one day. I know it. I know it. My wife knows it as well. Alright, let's get this mystery box open. I got a feeling this is probably gonna be OG. Yeah, cyberpunk setting, like the dystopia, like there's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! For no, Mad Max is nothing like it, but yeah, very Japanese cyberpunky. What the? Oh! This is cool. Yeah, 5D's like it's one of the. So I watched when I was a kid. I watched original Yugi and GX in English, the dub. Since then, I've watched them both in sub multiple times. I know it changes the story a little bit and the tone of things a little bit. With 5D's, I've only watched that in sub, so I don't know if the dub's like. Well, I've seen the censors in the dub and stuff like that, but yeah, I really enjoyed 5D's. What was it with the I've forgotten their name. The hench kind of like avatar cards and stuff like that. That shit was hype. Play BX. I'm not trying to make you mad or anything, bro. I'm just being real and joking. I'm definitely not mad. Like, don't worry. Theoretically, I can have a Yu-Gi-Oh deck that's all parts to Exodia and the rest of the card pot of yeah, was it the pot of greeds and the broken bamboo swords and all that deck? Just non-stop draw. Like that shit's been a pain in your ass since I think around what would it have been? I think you could make a reliable just I'm gonna cast or I'm gonna summon Exodia every game deck since around 2013 probably. I'd say around 2013 is probably when that deck became gross. Like, I know we had like, was it like Exodia Necros and all that way before then, like mid 2000s I think. But yeah, I think that Exodia deck became gross around 2013. I remember playing it on like was it the online dueling thingy or something? And yeah, that was what's up, Arrow? Man, you just right. Sorry, I don't know if this is what you're named after, but I've been in Thailand for a couple of years and I haven't had an aero bar in that whole time. I'm not even a big fan of mint, but I would murder a mint aero right now, bro. You've just like reminded me of something I want that I can't get my hands on. All right, so this is our only back 10 opening today. I got my hands on a very cheap, used. Red recolor of White Survivor. We are. Oh god. Get my head out of the way. There we are. We are pretty dang chipped up, but I don't mind that. It was like, what would this be equivalent to in English monies? About like less than a pound, like 99p about. So I'm pretty happy with that. A lot of people are upset that Ash isn't the main character anymore for Pokemon. It's been replaced by two protagonists, Liko and Roy. Yeah, I haven't watched any of that. Oh, King. Yeah, it makes sense. I haven't watched any of the newest season. I haven't actually, if I'm honest, watched all of Journey's, whatever the full name is, Master something, whatever. I haven't watched all of that. I've watched a fair bit. And of course I saw that Ash one and all of that when it all happened, but I was quite enjoying some of that series. But yeah, I'll definitely check out the new Pokemon at some point. Like, I mean, fair enough. Let Ash have a rest, you know. Still physically hurts you that Leon Claw is bad. you just gotta let it rip really, really hard, and like just believe. You gotta summon your bit beast. 560 taper is super good. It gets wins. It gets wins. I could probably repaint it, but will I? That's the important question. Yeah, Gold Leon will be good. The extra gold paint will give it just that little bit of weight. All it needed was a couple of grams. For what episode of Horizons? Don't. That's what I was on. I still haven't watched it. Okay. Alright. Boom. So we got our back den unboxing done. Should we open some boosters? I got my scales nearby at the ready. He says. Yeah, they were here. So with the price of getting these boosters here from the shop locally, 590 baht. So the bigger stores here in Thailand will be selling this booster for about 550 baht. So it's just like a 40 baht markup, so about £1 markup from what stores are normally selling. But if you bear with me a moment, I'm going to do some quick maths and just see the comparison of this to what it's costing me like per booster, or what it did cost me per booster to order this from Nippongo, Japan. Alright, what have we got? So I did make 2 orders, so I'm gonna do it comparing it to the first one. A few order details. Alright. So with postage, between 5 of them, sorry. I need, yes, that is exactly what I need. 50, 266, 60. Sorry, trying to do some not so quick maths, I guess. Okay, so when I order straight from Japan with shipping and stuff and buying a bulk, this is only a markup of about 60 baht, so it's about £1.50. I'm not sure what that'd be, nearly $3 maybe. Markup from ordering it direct from Japan, which is reasonable. You know, it's not a crazy price. I know they're getting it cheaper wholesale and stuff. I want to try and get on that wholesale train while I'm out here, you know, make life a little bit easier. Maybe even ship X Beyblades out to you people in the world, which would be sweet. Don't say all 3 Night Lances, dude, because it's probably gonna be. Fan main Bay of Unicorn on my own Beyblade X. It's called X Wolf. Might evolve into Viking Tail. X Wolf into Viking. That sounds like Digimon evolutions. Like those two things. Do they have a lot to do with each other? Like, it's a wolf, and then it evolves into a fully grown Viking man, and then it evolves into a dragon with like 9 legs. I don't know. Digimon's wild, bro. Where did I buy my bays in Thailand? So yeah, just at a store here in Phuket. It is the only store selling like most like in the big malls and stuff. Like they've got some like old burst stuff, but that's about it, and it's random, like random. But hashtag toy, I've got a few videos of them on my channel, on my TikTok and my YouTube. They are awesome. Like when I first went in there, all they had was a handful of fake burst bays and like a pretty good selection of fake MFB bays. And then I just started talking to them about hosting tournaments there and stuff, and like there's a proper little Beyblade community that's boomed here now. Like lots of kids, I'm running tournaments with them like maybe once every 2 weeks, at least once every month. We're trying to organize another X1 in the next couple of weeks. And what's cool now is there's like adults jumping on the bandwagon as well. So now they've got loads of stock. They got everything in stock now. People are buying that up. So yeah, hopefully I'll have like some more local tournament footage I can make for you all. But yeah, here in Phuket, hashtag toy is the place to go to. 8 gold Leon claws to fill this soft case. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've used my soft case for, is like to put the Phoenix wings and Cobalt Drakes in my painted bays, because like all the character bays I normally just keep in one box all together, ready to pull out, but they're gonna chip to shit. Digimon is underrated. Digimon is underrated. Digimon. Sorry. I want the gold Leon claw, but I need 2. Yeah, that's the thing about these like rare bay gets, is like I want a second Cobalt Drake, because it's one of those bays that would be nice to keep in good condition. Alright, booster number 1. Booster. That's just gonna be like the routine from this point onwards, is I'm just gonna be buying these boosters every week, because we're gonna get 3 Night Lances. Oh, okay. That's a good sign, isn't it? So that's either Leon Claw, Wyvern Gale, or shit. Is Night Lance one of the ones that we can get this thing in? I don't own a single X-Bay right now. I was gonna get some, but stuff happened. Yeah. Suragaya to restock. Where and what is Suragaya, may I ask? Gave you all your burst base to your little cousin. That was very nice of you. I'd go get them back if I were you. Red Leon Claw. Night Wyvern Leon. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be sad if it's another Wyvern. I've got 2 of Night and Leon though, so I'd rather not. Let's see what the weight is. 33.73. 33.73. So out of those 3, what does that mean it's going to be? You'd think I'd remember, having done 2 streams unboxing these at this point. Let's have a look. Which way is forwards? This way is forwards. It's a Japanese website. Ah, okay, they do free shipping occasionally. Yeah, that would be super handy, free shipping, because that's like the most expensive bit about ordering them. Oh, I didn't cut that side. What we got? 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 Oh, I'm struggling here. Ah, ass. Here we are. Yep. Number 1 of 3 Night Lances inbound. Shit. Let's just keep these in the booster still. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. This, I'm still salty about this. Another black 460. We don't need it. But not that I'm using it in any of my combos at the moment. I guess I've got another copy of Gearball. So yeah. We have 2 more chances now to get the last. What if I just cover it completely up to the camera? Will that bring it in focus? No. Here. But yeah. I mean, it's a nice looking Night Lance. I just could not care less about it by this point, if I'm honest. Yeah, entry set $40 shipped. Yeah, it's pricey, man. Pricey, but imagine paying more than that for just a single Beyblade. I can't believe I've even done that. I'm not gonna lie. Probably, well, at least it's early in the year. I was about to say dumbest financial choice I've made this year, but we're like halfway through a month. Don't forget, you're bringing the vibe down here, bro. You're cursing me. All right. So does that mean the yellow Wyvern Gale and the Wizard Arrow won't have the little cardboard block in it? Because this one's got another cardboard block in it. Jesus, don't be all Night Lances. That'll be God. Zoomer is a beast at Beyblading, so are you too, Beyblade. Thank you very much. I try my best. I have managed second place at G3, so I'm a high level. All right, how heavy is this one? Okay, it turns off as soon as I put it on. 32.55. BX17 in my car, and it sold out really fast. Yeah, sounds about right. Viper and Wizard won't have it. So we haven't completed the set today. Oh, the Beyblade's lost weight. 32.53. 32.53. You're probably right, Spaghetti. It's probably going to be another Nightlands. It's my fault. So when I got them from the store, they had 12 of these boosters left, and the owner explained to me that no one has pulled the yellow Wyvern Gale yet, and no one has pulled the prize Wyvern Gale yet. So I think they had about 18 to start with. 6 had been sold, so out of the 12 left, the ROG for like pulling Wyvern Gales should be high. Apparently not. Like, I was like, oh sweet, if those are the chances, we're gonna get that yellow Wyvern Gale at least. Nope. Sell the Nightlands to get some quick money. Who's gonna buy them? Who's gonna buy them? And who's gonna buy them for more than the cost of the booster? That's the thing. Some people are starting ready to move on from Burst. Burst can't last forever. Can't keep going more seasons of Burst. We've got to move on, different gen of Beyblade. So I never was subject to the hangover of Burst anyway. I got into Burst very close, like in the last maybe like 7-8 months of its life cycle. And my Burst collection is quite small. I've got a lot of like the single layer stuff because I got a big lot of it, but I've got very few DB and BU parts. This is like pretty much the culmination of my best BU parts right here. So yeah, don't know why that's still sat there, because I'm not very organized. That's why. Alright, I already know what it is. We got another red Leon Claw. Another, so I'm up to 3 of these now. 3 red Leon Claws. Can't remember what ratchet it comes with. I mean, it's a nice looking ratchet, but I don't feel like I need any more copies of High Needle or 380. Like, I feel like I've got a few. This is definitely going to be one of the ones that we use when we start pulling them apart. There we go. So at least it wasn't 3 Nightlances, I guess, if that's a silver lining. You're sad, not... Bro, why do you pray for my demise? I'm gonna go straight up to this third one, because... Raisins. Dude, give me the yellow Wyvern Gale. Is it sad that I actually want the new Wizard Arrow? Like, out of all the Wizard Arrows I've seen, it looks like the coolest one. And I wanna have a Wizard Arrow tournament. What time is it in Thailand? It is 10:48 a.m. 10:48 a.m. My family have just gone out for a little walk to meet a friend. When I'm done on here, I will probably be joining them, or I will be hiding from them and going out to get food myself. All right. What does this mean? I got two little squares. Two little squares. I can't remember. Not that I checked the first opening we did, but I can't remember if and what that means. Alright, let's get on the scales. 32.99. So we got 2 squares, 32.99. Viper or Wizard? Oh, it's probably going to be Viper then, because I don't think Wizard is as heavy as this. Yeah, you in the States, are you, Arrow? Because I think we're like exactly 12 hours apart. Don't mean to hate on Burst at all. just wasn't a fan of it coming out of 2016, the anime I used to like burst, but I'm just ready to move on to different gens as well, like X. I'm super enjoying X, like the gameplay, the manga. I'm still enjoying the anime, and like even though I'm paying very little attention because I'm just chatting at you guys while I watch it, I'm enjoying it. My experience is a bit different of it, I guess, because I'm not just watching it on my own. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Oh, howdy to y'all in the States. I'm aware that's not how you all talk, sorry. I was streaming on my other channel the other day some Tekken, and there were some French people jumping on there, and they tolerated my terrible French. It was very nice of them. Alright, what do you think? Do you think we got Viper Tail or Wizard Arrow? I want the Wizard Arrow. I've got 2 copies of the Viper Tail, and I really like the blue recolor. I think it's dope, and I'm not sad about getting more copies of 560. But I think I've got enough. So yeah, I'm hoping Wizard Arrow gang. Yeah, boy. Look at that. Boom. How's that looking? Can I bring it a little bit closer if I get my head out of the way? I cannot figure out inverted controls to save my life. Looks pretty clean, not gonna lie. The white pop's pretty good. I'm always glad they didn't go with black there. Black would have looked good still, but that white gives a little bit more personality, I think. Yeah, let's go. So we are only 1 bay, the elusive custard Wyvern Gale. Maybe someone will trade it for a few Night Lances. Who knows? Ooh, I like that. Is that 480 though? It's probably 480. Of course it is. It's Wizard Arrow combo. Kool-Aid Arrow. It's not something we had a lot of in the UK. I got my hands on it, but Kool-Aid was not the thing. I think so far Plastic, MFB, and X are my favorite gens. Sorry, Burst, you just didn't do it for me. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Plastic. Oh, I forgot you get a purple gear ball in this one. That's cool. Happy about that. Alright, duck my head out of the way. Boom. Pretty sick. Matches my outfit. Ooh. Yeah, sick, man. Alright, so now I'm just going to buy 3 more boosters and not pull the yellow Wyvern Gale next week, I guess. Kool-Aid Arrow, Kool-Aid gang. But yeah, Plastic is definitely my favorite gen, but I am really enjoying X. I like Metal. I think I'll probably like it after watching the anime more. Gameplay wise, I enjoy it. I like the Metal Contact. It's one of those ones where I like how chill MFB is compared to how chill Burst is, because like them battles be long for both of those gens for the most part. At least in my experience. But there is something very, very chill about a lot of Metal battles that I can kind of just like vibe with, you know, like just watch what was it, like Twisted Tempo just spin against another one for like half an hour. Like I quite enjoy that. Wizard Arrow Money Gang. Tom, shocked it took so long for us to get Purple Wizard. Def, the best of the colors. Yeah, like if I were to Karatomi, I would release a Beyblade, and then when I recolor it, I would release a black one, a purple one, and a red one, and maybe like a gold one. And I would know that the fan base would be happy with those. Like it's great to have all the variations and stuff like that and do some funky stuff, but like it seems everyone wants purple, black, red, and gold bays. And if you reprint everything with those recolors, everyone's going to be able to make whatever bay they want, and they're probably going to be really happy with the aesthetic. The reason actually, so I've been 3D printing like X bits and stuff, and I'm just doing them in gold, red, black, and purple because they're the coolest Beyblade colors, I think. Love to get some plastic or HMS bays, but all the cool ones are expensive. Yeah, I mean, HMS for the most part is pricey. I've been like, I'm quite lucky here. Like, literally every day, if I pulled up my Facebook now, there'd be a bunch of people selling some super dope stuff, and like, it's like tempting to just bid the lot on everything that comes up every day, because it is a very, very, very active community here with it. But when it comes to the plastic gen stuff, it depends what you want to do. If you're looking to get bays just to collect and show off, then yeah, the nice bays are going to be expensive. If you're just looking to build like a couple of solid combos to like play, like win games and stuff like that, I don't think you would need to spend much at all. Nazuma's done a video on this a while ago. I remember watching it when I was jumping back on to like Beyblade stuff about things to pick up, and I mean, I'll say it straight off the bat, you could get like a Drigger S, Drigger V2, and like a Warborg 1, and I don't know, something that comes with a 10 heavy, pretty cheap. Like, you could probably get those all, I mean, they would all be second hand. You don't, boxed ones of those are going to be like crazy money, but yeah, second hand, like a bit run down, you get them pretty cheap, probably less than I say cheap for 4 bays and stuff like that, probably less than £20 for all of those. Probably less than 15 actually. Yeah, easily less than 15. What am I thinking about? Trigger V2 is like going to be the most expensive one out of those, and it's not an expensive base, so not enough green bays. I'd love a good emerald green bay, like the original Night Shield. Yeah, Night Shield. What have we got? We got Night Shield and we got Wyvern Gale. So I guess you could put the OG Night Shield on top of 580. No, yeah, 580, and I mean, we got a few green needles, like greenish ones. We got that green Wizard Arrow recolor, so you got a 460. And we got the Hell's Scythe green recolor from the Shark Edge boosters. Yeah, you got a few options there, but I know what you mean, because I wanted to make like a solid like green combo for Hell's Scythe when I got it, because I thought in my head, I was like, oh, this is going to be a really good defensive bay. It's not, it's like the ultimate stamina bay and a pretty good attacker as well. I'd love to get some, yeah. X may be the newest generation, but it's pretty chill too. It's chill, but like aggressive. Like, battles are wild, and I enjoy the gameplay of X a lot. Yeah, like a lot of plastic gen stuff you can get cheap, and dude, buy lots. Like, I still try and pick them up when I can, but I'm always after really specific things at the moment, which is frustrating. But yeah, when I started picking up stuff, I didn't know all the trading places here yet, so I was just like checking Marketplace, checking wherever I could. And the first thing I got was like a lot, and it had a bunch of like Metal Fight stuff and a bunch of burst stuff in. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I found like a seller selling plastic gen stuff, and I was like, ah, dope. And even though it was more expensive buying it through that way, it still wasn't crazy expensive, you know. It wasn't like unreasonable. And then I discovered all the trading groups, and I was like this is pretty accessible, you know. So I don't know what it's like over in the States for like Facebook trading and stuff like that for Beyblade. I know I don't use it much. There's the WBO Discord. I don't know if there's like trading channels on there or like selling channels on there, but that might be worth checking out. People on Zanky's live last year in July said, when will Beyblade X end? Zanky said he doesn't know. See, the thing, X just started. We're not gonna get Gen 5 for like maybe 5 years. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long this goes for. Um, because what was like Burst was around for a while, wasn't it? Was that like 7 years or something? Um, uh, was it Plastic was around about 5 years? I think we got about 5 years of Plastic Gen, and yeah, that was a whole different thing though. That was like a global phenom. That shit took over. I think it only died in most countries because of distribution. Like distribution still sucked. That's why we had us like in the UK anyway. Like a lot of us just got fakes like normal because you couldn't get the bays that were on the cartoon you were watching if you were able to watch it regularly. And yeah, like I don't remember seeing a single HMS Beyblade when I was a kid in the UK. I saw them when I went away, and I saw them on like random magazines, like, but yeah, I don't remember actually physically seeing one at any point in the UK when I was a kid. Um, but yeah, plastic was everywhere, everywhere, every shop, everyone had it. It was crazy, crazy. And what's cool actually is I've been hearing similar kind of energy around X at the moment over here. I've been back teaching MMA and jiu-jitsu at Tiger Muay Thai this week, and one of my friends there, who's a teacher in one of the large international schools here, he's like really into his Warhammer and D&D and stuff. We play a lot of well, both of those together. But he set up a Warhammer group recently, Phuket Primarchs, if you're ever in Phuket and want to play some Warhammer. But we were talking about just hobbying in general, and I told him that like the Beyblade stuff's going well, and he was like, "Oh shit, yeah, Beyblade, that's kicked in massively with the kids at our school." They're like showing me, I was like, "Oh, they do this differently now, and this and this," and he was like, "Oh, that looks cool." So yeah, it seems like with the younguns and with it having an official release here and stuff, like they're actually jumping back on this, which is really, really, really cool to see. So I might be able to organize some like larger tournaments and stuff like that here soon, which like will be a lot of fun to do. I think that's something I really want to happen in Phuket, because every weekend there's multiple G3s going on in multiple locations around Bangkok, and that's about it in Thailand. Like they got tournaments and stuff like that going on elsewhere, but like it's way further for me to travel, and it wouldn't make sense to do so. Like Bangkok's the closest, and that's where most stuff's going on. But it'd be great if we had all of that here in Phuket, and I didn't have to fly every time I wanted to play Beyblades. 2001 to 25 to do. Okay, was plastic. FP. So 2016 to 2023 for Burst. Okay. Now, OG Beyblade, was it 2001 proper release, or is that like international release? Did we get it in 99 or I feel like we got it in 99. I'm not sure. Was it 99 or 2000? I feel like we got it then. Bro, I wish I got the Beyblade kids in school. Moved too much to settle in there. Now I'm a high schooler, and I probably wouldn't let just anyone know what I'm into Beyblade still. Fair enough, like fair enough. Like especially if you're at school, like sometimes you feel like you gotta keep your cards, or in this case your bays, close to your chest. Like I don't know if I've always been lucky with this, but like I've always been into both, like all my different sports and things like that, and my nerd shit too. And I think one thing that's really helped me is that I'm so excited to fight. Like and without getting into like too sad of sob stories and stuff like that, like where I grew up, Like I was like one of the only like non-white kids in the city. Like there were few of us in my primary school alone. We had spread out across all of the year groups, 5 kids that weren't white and just from like from the UK, had like either mixed heritage or had like moved from another country. And it was very, very much the same by the time I'd gotten to secondary school. It was still not very multicultural part of the world anyway, but especially back at that time, not so much. So people would try and bully me for that shit. Like, and I don't mean just bully, like people were violently aggressive because of it. It didn't matter if they were an adult and I was a child. Shit happened when I was a kid, basically. But because that was more of a concern to me, I wasn't so fussed about people being shitty about me being into nerdy stuff. You know, I had enough like fights on my hands anyway, so I was pretty lucky. I could drift between like a few different groups of people into their Yugi, into their Magic and all that kind of stuff, and I could play Beyblades. I mean, when I was a kid, it was not uncool to play Beyblades. Like that was the cool shit to do. But yeah, by the time you hit like in the UK we call it secondary school, but for you I guess high school, people's opinions of what's cool are a little bit more rigid, you know. Yeah, I haven't really been alive long enough to be that open-minded about stuff. So yeah, people decide this is what's cool, that's not cool, and I'm gonna fucking live and die by that. But yeah, my biggest advice, my dude, with that, like, do what you want, do what makes you comfortable, do what makes life easier, but fuck them. Like, fuck them all. Like, if you like Beyblades, they don't. They either get on board with that or they can go eat a dick. But yeah, I'm not trying to talk you out of not having friends. Yeah, 2005, not what would that be, like 20,025? Got into Metal Fight when I was in high school, and now I'm 26, proud of my Beyblade love. Don't let your peers get you down. That's the vibe. In 2005 guy. So my first gen was MFB. Didn't anything plastic until my cousin Jimmy came over and watched it. I'm 18 now. 19 this year in 2024. Sick. Yeah, sounds like you're about the same age as my little cousin Jonathan, who was the first person who introduced me into MFB, because he got a bunch for Christmas one year. And I didn't like them because I think I'm trying to picture them, but I think we had like, they were like the Hasbro ones where there was no metal on them. It was like plastic, and I remember picking them up like, the fuck is this? Happens, and people saying bring bullying back every time they see a kid doing something weird. Yeah, I don't know about the bring bullying back. I don't think bullying's ever disappeared, has it? I can't imagine a world where kids don't bully each other or people don't, but like, unfortunately it's like a very natural thing for humans to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I understand you're not justifying like some really, really weird stuff. Someone's doing something super sketch that is not. I mean, even if it's not wholesome, but is not good for people around them. You know, like I'm very much up for letting people do their thing, unless whatever they're doing is not allowing other people to do their thing. First gen was MFB. Hasbro Samurai Pegasus. Is that 0G Bay? Odax 02. I have no idea what that bay is. For your first burst bay shortly after. Boundaries and inclusions aren't mutually exclusive. A lot of us are adults now, so we have the power to make it a safe but fun space for everyone. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I have always been a big proprietor of trying to grow up and be... Oh, this has become a very deep live stream, but let's go with it. I've been a big proprietor of trying to become the person you needed when you were a kid, you know? So, for me, when I was a kid, I needed someone that was into things like MMA, martial arts, fighting, all these different things, but also got really excited about all this nerdy side of shit as well, and let me know I could enjoy both, and I didn't have to go hard on one and then drop it for a while and go hard to the other, or hide this from these people because these people won't like it and stuff like that. Like, I'm quite lucky, like back home in the UK, like as an adult, a couple of core friends from when I was like young, like my best friends and stuff like that from when we were quite young. We know each other for a while, but like I've got a group of friends back home that are all like trained martial artists, competitive fighters, like do this and that, but we all meet up to play Magic for like a few hours, like I say a few hours, for like a day at the weekend, and just chill and like play Commander and stuff like that, or we could talk like all of that stuff, like do some gaming. I jump on Tekken every now and again with my friend back home and stuff like that still. So I'm lucky in that sense. I'm very, very lucky. I'm what would it be? I'm blessed to have good friends, good people with mutual interests and stuff. But yeah, I understand it's not like that, and shit like that can take time. It's not like I had that. Actually, no, I've been quite lucky. I've had friends like that available throughout my life. But I'd say it wasn't really until like I met my friend Henry, like my best boy, that I kind of met someone with a much more like a lot of crossover in what, not just what we liked, but our own personal experience and stuff like as well. Growing up in Plymouth. All right. A lot of people keep saying they want a crossover with characters from different gens. I don't think they're going to ever do that. It's not impossible, but they can't do that at the moment. Yeah, I would love for... like, I know the multiverse stuff is milked to death at this point, but let's milk it a little bit more for Beyblade. And let's have like the Blade Breakers turn up, trash Team Persona, and then just dip out. I'd be at just one episode where they just get trashed by like the X remakes of like the S line of Blade Breakers bays, and yeah, I'll be happy with that. Okay, no stuff, personal stuff like going to the gym, balance out the two sides. Yeah, Instagram ideal self, art skills. Yeah, like I think CPD, like continual progressive development, like always trying to expand, do different things. Like I've had a bit of a break from, I haven't been like hardcore training most of this last year. Like I think I talked about it a bit in like a vlog video I did, but I had like health scares, family things going on, things like that. Life gets in the way of things being ideal all the time. But I think whenever you've got the ability to, as long as you're trying to progress forward in something, doesn't matter what it is. You want to improve your art skills? Fantastic. Maybe you do a couple tutorials, or you just draw something every day, you build something up every day, do it. Like for me, like even smaller goals, like of just trying to upload something consistently every week or things like that. Like those little things, I'm very goal orientated, and that helps me stay motivated towards things. It keeps me more disciplined, because it keeps me more disciplined. Like discipline is discipline, it's its own thing, but it helps with my motivation when I have a good structure around what I'm doing, which is literally, I won't get it out now, but I've been offered a job to do some like kind of social media mainly type work, which will help out quite a lot. It'll give me, funnily enough, I'll be taking on a job, but it should hopefully give me more freedom to do stuff for the channel and like everything else. But I still got to negotiate some stuff with them, but it will also give me resources. Don't know how many of you are still on here that would be interested, but we did hit 1,000 subs recently, and we have talked about doing like a live stream and stuff like that as a celebration for that. I do want to do that, and I probably won't be doing it from my house, so I might be setting up a pretty cool live stream idea in the studio I'll be working out of, because in there I'll have access to like 3 very, very nice Blackmagic Cinema 6K cameras, and yeah, we might be able to do some funky angle cuts and stuff like that, like in this place, because I'm gonna be kind of like spearheading the start of this place's like social media stuff. So eventually when they build a team, like I should be kind of like either handing stuff off to them or maybe managing them a little bit. This is way far down the line, like I'm talking like down the line here, but immediately available to me will be like a very, very nice live streaming studio, like for things like podcasts and stuff like that, talking like all that kind of stuff. So expect to see some content coming out of a new space in the not too distant future. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a live stream out of there, and I'm thinking about on that live stream doing a giveaway for Phoenix Wingblade. Not sure about if I want to do the manga book and all that stuff with it, because it's gonna jump the postage up a little bit. But I'm thinking about doing like an X competition on the live stream, like a winner stays on kind of thing. I might set like a timer for like half an hour or something, and everyone can just be commenting what combo they want me to be throwing in, and it'll just be winner stays on. Whoever's blade is still in the stadium at the end of the timer is the winner. If there's enough people jumping in on there, I might give away 2. We'll see. I need to organize things, put stuff out to you guys, maybe do some community posts, get some feedback. But that's the kind of idea that's cooking in my head at the moment, and it sounds like fun to me. Be cool if we had a precognition superpower to envision what the future of Beyblade would look like the next 5 years, but I can't envision what's to come. That would be cool. It'd be very specific as well to only have precog abilities for Beyblade. I would not say no to them though, especially if it told me where my opponent was going to launch, how abouts they were going to launch, what their deck build was going to be before every match. They're the kind of precog abilities I'd want. When it comes to spoilers for Beyblades though, would I want to know? So that's the thing with precognitive abilities, like really you want to be able to monetize them. Can I monetize knowing Beyblade spoilers ahead of everyone else? It's hard because people would have to believe that you're right about it as well to to check in. Like if I'm doing like a live stream of like predicting like the new UX Bay will not be a Dran sword variation, it's actually an Excalibur remake, you know, doing something like that. Yeah, I don't know if people will be tuning in to me doing that, but you're tuning in to me talking about an episode of the anime, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much, everyone. Speaking of which, I think we'll call it just about there. So, some success with the unboxings. Very happy to have a painted Wide Survivor. Very cool weight disc. Not so excited about these, but I'm not sad that I've got cool Beyblades. Maybe someone will trade these for the custard one. But finally, we have joined the Purple Wizard Arrow gang. So we are now. Yeah, I think I've got at least one of every Wizard Arrow variation, which are a lot. I don't know if you saw my the BX25, the case, the carry case unboxing, but I had all the Wizard Arrows in there, but there was only 7, so I had to take out for the last space I had to use a fake Wizard Arrow to fill up the 8th Beyblade slot. But if I'd pulled this already, I wouldn't have needed to. I had to worry about getting sued into a billion. Yeah, well, that's the thing, because if it's precog, you're not technically doing any corporate espionage. So I don't know. Like, they would have to prove that you're doing something dodgy. But yeah, they'd probably still find a way to sue you. I don't know. Like, even if you had precog, unless you're like super rich to lawyer yourself up, you're probably gonna get sued. But anyway, Koppel Krab. Thank you very much, everyone, for stopping by. Really enjoyed the stream. Thanks for chatting with me. It's been a lot of fun. I hope, yeah, for most of you, I think in the States, it's nighttime, so sweet dreams. Have a nice rest. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will catch you in the week. Next video going up will be the Kai combo. I did want to do a Beyblade X video next because I wanted to do the Phoenix Wing on point testing. I want to try it with some different ratchets, but I've got all the stuff filmed for the Blade Breakers combos already, so I'll probably just edit those up so I can chuck out like more than like 1 or 2 videos this week, which would be really, really nice. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Thank you very much. I'll catch you on the next one, team. Peace!